afternoon. I'm Mata Zepeda, the co-founder and CEO of Switchboard. So I want to share with you how Switchboard was born. A couple of years ago, I was back on my old college campus, and I decided to stop by my freshman year dorm. I knocked on the door, it opens, and there are a bunch of girls on the bed. One of them is Martha. Martha is an economics major, and she tells me that she's looking for an internship in finance. I have a friend who works on Wall Street. I put them in touch, and Martha gets the internship. We've all made connections like this that have changed our lives, and chances are they've been just like this for you. They happen in this serendipitous, random, and in-person way. For me, it happened at my alma mater, but it might be a different network for you. Maybe it's a professional organization, a volunteer cause, your neighborhood, your kid's school, or even the company that you work for. Switchboard brings offline loyalty online. And this is important because the survival of all of these networks depends on one thing: the loyalty and commitment of their members. Countless studies have shown that loyal and committed networks give more. A lot of these communities have something else in common, which is Bob and Alice. And you know Bob and Alice. There's someone on staff, maybe an entire office or department, and their job is to drive engagement. And you all know Bob and Alice because they ask you for money every single year. And their job is ridiculously hard. And to give you a sense of how hard it is, I want to share with you a recent study on fundraising effectiveness. It found that for every $100 Bob and Alice raise from new donors, they lose $96 from previous donors. So forget about 10x. This is a yield of $4. They're just treading water. And so the thing is Bob and Alice's jobs have recently gotten a lot harder. As young people, especially young people, expect more from them. People want a network, not a directory. People want a job, not a careers program. People want to make an impact, not a gift. This is how one higher ed professional summed it up at Vanderbilt University. So, how do Bob and Alice give the people what they want? Here's one we all know. How many of us have gone to or avoided horrible networking events like this at hotel ballrooms? Anyone? Yes? Anyone avoided these? Yes. And you don't want a friend or LinkedIn everyone in this room, but you certainly would like an easy way to contact them. And so speaking of friending, social media and professional networking sites held so much promise. But when was the last time you made an impact in a group or on a page? Did you know that at some large communities, there is an entire army of staff, and they're simply devoted to managing over 100 different social media accounts? And what they do is they sit there with an Excel spreadsheet and they tally the number of likes as engagement. And so to make matters worse, new tools are coming on the market, and what they do is they aggregate all of these social media streams and they kind of like regurgitate them out onto one gigantic mega feed. And so all of these imperfect tools add up to the most useless and ridiculous Swiss Army knife. So a community's future is at stake, Bob and Alice's jobs are on the line, and you and I are frustrated because there's no obvious way to make an impact. People can't find what they want or need, and they're wasting their time looking for it. So what happens is that we start to believe that our networks are worthless, but they're not worthless. It's not the network, it's the tools. Switchboard is an online home for offline loyalty. On Switchboard, members of these trust networks ask for what they need, and they offer what they have. It connects people through only two types of posts: ask and offer. Unlike status updates and photos, asks and offers are active, immediate, and they build community. Are you hiring? Switchboard it. Do you need some advice? Switchboard it. Are you looking for a host in a new city? Switchboard it. So, remember Martha in my old dorm room? Let's take a look at what that exchange looks like now on our college's switchboard. My friend on Wall Street, he can post an offer. Martha can search and easily find it, and she'll never miss an opportunity again. She won't have to wait for opportunity to knock because Switchboard will email her every time there's a new offer in finance that's posted. But let's say that Martha can't find what she's looking for. Well, she can post an ask, and anyone in the community like me can chime in and help her out. Exactly 1 year ago today, in fact, exactly 1 year ago today, we launched our first switchboard at Reed College right across the river. There are countless success stories, but I want to share one example from this one community. What you're looking at is a map of over 100 parents and alumni who have offered to host their community. Milena was hosted in Boston. Rex found a place to stay while he was checking out grad schools in Berkeley. Allison couch surfed her way through Europe. And so the value proposition for users like these is simple. Leverage your network in an authentic and meaningful way. And here's the value proposition for our customers, Bob and Alice. They use Switchboard because it makes their jobs easier and their networks stronger. How? Switchboard is a marketplace for private networks to exchange what they value the most, which means you get value from your network. So the next time Bob and Alice call you and hit you up for money, you won't be annoyed, you will give because you've received value. I want to share some statistics of what we've seen at Reed. The higher education industry's email open rate is 15%. When Switchboard is implemented, it's 81%. 81%, and it's remained this high even as we've scaled up. Young audience engagement is one of the hardest problems facing not only higher education, but every organization. 70% of our users are under 40. So, what's the secret? Every interaction makes an immediate and real-world impact. People find jobs and outstanding job candidates. They find advice and friends in new cities. Every single Kickstarter campaign that has been posted as an ask on Reed College's Switchboard has been funded. They've launched new businesses, and so all of this groundswell means that it is a game changer for the Director of Alumni Affairs who says of Switchboard, if social media is like drinking from a fire hose, Switchboard is like drawing from a well. We want to offer this elegant solution to every community, and we're starting with 3 markets. We have customers in each. The first is alumni and higher education. In addition to Reed College, we're working with Portland State University's graphic design department. The second is conferences and events. The Igniting Innovation Summit on Social Entrepreneurship at Harvard is using Switchboard to connect attendees before, during, and after the event. And finally, there's volunteer member and professional organizations and companies. As an example, Oregon Angel Fund is using Switchboard to link up their investors with their portfolio companies. And we're in talks with local manufacturers to see how Switchboard can help them reduce waste and cut down costs. And clearly, Switchboard is a priceless opportunity for brands and services that want to target niche networks. We have the perfect team to build this. I have over 15 years of experience working in these 3 markets at places like Harvard University and National Public Radio. My co-founder and CTO, Sean Lerner, has experience building platforms and data analysis tools. Our advisors come from Twitter and Carnegie Mellon University. And finally, our outreach team, happy birthday, Kieran, wherever you are, includes Kieran, Brent, and Martha, who joined us 4 years after I first met her in my old dorm room. Which brings me to why we are here today. First is our ask. Switchboard wants to connect with investors who have a focus on community building. We're already generating revenue, and we're excited to explore the possibility of how the right partnership might help Switchboard grow. And second is our offer to you. We want to expand our private beta. If you know of a community that could use Switchboard, please get in touch. We can set them up in minutes. Let's talk if you believe, like we do, that we can go beyond social graphs and status updates, and that now is the time for shared prosperity and solutions. Thank you.